Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? I hope that you are doing really well today. We are going to be doing a full face of brand new drugstore makeup. I do this video every couple months and it is that time again. So we are going to dive into a bunch of new makeup. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave and hit the bell so you guys stay notified for when I upload. And we are going to jump right into this video because we have a ton of products that we need to get through. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right in. Okay guys, so as per usual, we're gonna start with the eyes. So I do have a brow pencil. This one is from Catrice. This is the Brow Pen Pro Super Proof, and I have it in the shade Ash Brown, which is not exactly the best shade, but we're gonna make it work today. I'm pretty sure they didn't have the shade that I wanted, but this is basically that kind of a brow pencil. It's not exactly a micro brow pencil, which tends to be my favorite. And then on the other side, you have one of these like toothbrush kind of brushes, which instead of a spoolie, which again, not my favorite, but we're gonna try, and I'm just gonna outline my brows and I'm gonna fill in like the lower section here. So let me start by doing that. So this brow pencil is super creamy. It went on really easily. I just ended up filling in my entire brow. I am gonna go with a pomade because I do want to be able to get like tiny strokes in the front of my brow. So I have the NYX Dip Shape Go. This is what it looks like. So basically you have a spoolie and a angled brush like this. So here's the angled brush and then I have a spoolie, and then on the bottom here you unscrew it and this has the pomade in it. It's really interesting, and then like this is just like you're left with this. I guess it's like innovative because if you are traveling, it's kind of difficult to have to take like a brush, a spoolie, and a like pomade little pot. So I guess it's just like trying to innovate. But I'm gonna use my own brush because I don't really like the look of this brush. And I'm gonna take a little bit here. I'm just going in. I have this in the shade Espresso, by the way. I guess it's just like really nice for traveling. But for me, it's alright. I wouldn't run out there and grab it. But for right now, everything is looking pretty good. The brows are coming together. So for concealer, I have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Hydrating Concealer. This concealer doesn't have a lot of coverage. It's actually really nice. I like it for the days when you don't want to have to like put a ton of makeup on, when you just kind of want to spot conceal. And I'm going to use this as a primer today because this is like, I really like using this concealer as a primer. I think it's really nice because it's not super heavy. You can see it definitely doesn't have a lot of coverage. I'm just going to set this with a little bit of powder. I have two palettes to use today. One is from BH Cosmetics. This is the Colori Vivaci. I don't know. This is what it looks like. I don't even know how you would say that. It's supposed to be Italian, I guess. So this is what it looks like. And they're really pretty colors. I just ended up picking up the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette. This is not exactly new, but they brought it back because June is Pride Month. So they brought it back for that. So happy Pride Month to everybody that is celebrating. So I figured we could use the mattes in here and then the shimmers in the BH Cosmetics palette. So I think I'm gonna start off with some purples in the NYX palette. So I'm gonna start off right here. These don't have shade names, but that looks like a lavender shade. All right, so I'm just gonna start and place this on the outer corner here. Whoa, definitely getting some pigmentation. That one on like super easy. I really like it, the color. I think it's really nice. I'm super shocked for NYX. I haven't really liked NYX eyeshadows before in the past. I'm going to take a mixture of this purple out here and then this one right here. It's almost like a mix between purple and pink, and I'm going to pop it on the outer corner here. Okay, so we're looking good. I could either use this shade in the palette, the BH palette. This one's like a really nice champagne color, but I do have this brand new Wet n Wild glitter liner. So Wet n Wild came out with a whole collection at Walmart called Fantasy Makers. Doesn't exactly kind of work as a glitter liner. I think it'd work better as a liquid eyeshadow, but I'm gonna swatch it for you guys so you can see. I feel like it looked pretty with this look. So that's what that looks like. I think what I'm gonna do is go in with the BH Cosmetics shade, and then I'll go over top of it with this because I feel like this is a little bit too sheer to just go on your eye. So I am gonna cut my crease then. I'm gonna use the CoverGirl concealer and I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay, so the crease is cut, so we are going to go in with this shade right here, which is a really pretty color. I'm just going to apply this super pretty color. Okay, actually I really like that. I think that looks really nice. I'm going to take a little bit of this dark purple shade right here and put that on the outer corner. Okay, so then now I'm gonna go with the glitter liner from Wet n Wild. So let's see how this goes. Hopefully it's not bad. I'm really glad I didn't use it as a liquid eyeshadow. I feel like it would have been way too translucent. So I just put it on to outline the cut crease, and then I just put it a little bit on the actual lid. So I definitely like both of these palettes. This one is a little bit better. I really like the mattes in here. I have used this palette before from BH Cosmetics and I didn't really like the mattes. Some shades were good and some shades weren't. But this one was really nice. So they did re-release it for Pride Month, so check that out. I'm gonna pop on some mascara and some lashes, but for mascara, I have the L'Oreal Age Perfect Lash Magnifying Mascara. This is kind of new, kind of not. I have to take it out of the packaging. But this says that it is instantly thicker, volumized lashes, and it's suitable for sensitive eyes. So I definitely have sensitive eyes. So this is what the packaging looks like, and the wand, that's what it looks like. So I am going to pop this on really quick. We're gonna see how good it is. I just want to do anything for my lashes, but it's not terrible, but I don't really see a whole lot of lift or volumizing my lashes, but I do have really bad lashes. So I'm gonna pop some lashes on and we're gonna jump into the face. The ones I'm gonna use are the AOA Studio lashes in Alexis. So let me pop these on really quick and then we'll move into the face. Okay, so lashes are on. These are such a pretty lash. I'm obsessed with them and they're $1, which blows my mind every single day. And I also just put my hair up because it was driving me crazy. So we're going to prime the skin first. I have an interesting primer that is not exactly a primer, something you could use every day. So this is the NYX Bear With Me Sunscreen Daily Moisturizing Primer with Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil, and it has a broad spectrum of 30. So this is what it looks like. This is what the actual component looks like. So I have used this before, but I haven't used it under makeup as like a primer, but I have been using it because it actually is really nice. So that's what it looks like, basically like SPF. And it doesn't smell like SPF. Like, I don't know about you, but I hate the smell of SPF. It literally makes me so gross. It also is not greasy at all. It's just a really nice moisturizing primer. I really like this, so if you're looking for a good sunscreen, like moisturizer, check this one out because it's awesome. I'm gonna hit my face with a little bit of primer spray. So I have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Prep and Set Water Mist. It says that it hydrates, preps, and sets. So this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna hit my face really quick and I'll set my makeup with this later, but cover up these eyes. We're gonna hit the face. So it doesn't smell like citrus. It just smells like cucumber, which is nice. And it feels like water on the skin. And I really like the mister, so we'll see if this sets our face nicely. I don't think it's going to be like a very like make your makeup last kind of a thing, but it's just gonna be like a nice refreshing thing to put on your face before and after makeup. For foundation today, we have the Kiko Tuscan Sunshine Luminous Foundation. I've never used Kiko on my channel before. I have used it before, but not a ton of products. This is what it looks like. And this says that it is a luminous foundation and I have it in the shade Honey. Kiko is a brand from Milan because it's Kiko Milano. But the sad thing about Kiko is that they have a very bad shade range. But I think that they're working on that since the whole world is changing for the better and trying to be more inclusive. We're gonna try it today. I don't think this is gonna have a ton of coverage. This is what the actual applicator looks like. And I'm going to shake it up. It sounds like water. And I think I'm just going to drop some on my face. I'm gonna go with the sponge and I'm just gonna start blending this out. I feel like this is gonna have zero coverage, but that's fine. Yeah, like absolutely no coverage at all. So I'm gonna go with a brush then. I feel like it'd probably be better with a brush. Instead of dropping it on my face, I feel like that's not smart. I'm gonna put a little bit on my palette here. It's definitely very liquidy. So I'm gonna go in with the Koki BR618. It's my favorite foundation brush. I don't really use foundation brushes that often, but I do really like this one because it's like kind of fluffy but also tightly packed. So I'm just gonna pick some up on my palette here, and we're going to try and get some more coverage. It's definitely a lot more with the brush, and I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more. We're finally getting somewhere. I actually don't mind this. It's definitely like a tinted moisturizer, I would say. I did have to use a bunch of it, but I don't actually mind it. I think it looks fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Concealer. I have this in light pale. I'm going to spot conceal a little bit. I look crazy, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna start blending it out. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. The coverage is definitely not what I am used to, but again, it's not too bad. To set this all into place, I do have the CoverGirl Clean Fresh. I have like 3 products from them, just because they literally came out with a whole line. CoverGirl did, so I have it in translucent. They do have like shades, but this is what it looks like, basically just a white powder. So I'm just going to grab my sponge and dip into here, and hopefully this doesn't lighten my foundation and concealer. This powder definitely did lighten my foundation and concealer, which today I don't actually need to do that, but there are days when my foundation shade choices are terrible and I do need to lighten the foundation. But all in all, I'm not really loving the way the face is looking. So we're gonna go in with some bronzer, which unfortunately is not gonna make this makeup look any better. I had the Makeup Revolution Splendor Ultra Matte Bronzer in medium, but unfortunately the shade range is weird because this is medium. In what world is this medium? Like, I love that they're trying to be inclusive and trying to add darker shades, but medium bronzer is not this shade. And I should have gotten light, and I don't even think light would have been my shade. This is definitely very, 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 very dark. I'm gonna grab a bronzer brush. This is the Morphe R7, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit, like literally, oh, that's it. I'm gonna bronze this face. So luckily I can blend it out a little bit, but this is so ridiculous at this shade. I do love it. Like, I love the packaging. I love how big the pan size is, but it is definitely very, very dark. So for blush, I have this blush from ColourPop. So this is a pressed powder blush, and it's in the shade called Meteor, right? So that's what it is, and this is a shade that's really pretty. I've never used ColourPop's pressed powder blushes. So before I spray the base in, then we're gonna highlight, but I want to jump back in to this NYX palette, and I'm gonna grab this dark shade right here, and I'm gonna put that on the lower lash line, but I'm going to use like a straight brush and put that really close to the lash line. And then I'm gonna take a fluffy pencil brush and take the lavender shade that we used earlier, which is this one right here, and blend that out. I'm gonna highlight my inner corner and brow bone with this shade in the BH Cosmetics palette. I'm gonna take that Age Perfect mascara from L'Oreal and pop that on the lower lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna hit my face again with the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Prep and Set Water Mist. Okay, this definitely did take the powderiness away. But all right, so it's time to highlight. I'm gonna use the brand new Wet n Wild highlighter. This is their Walmart collections, the Fantasy Makers, which is like the glitter liner I used before from Wet n Wild. So this is in the shade Illuminati. But this is what the component looks like, so you probably will see this at Walmart if you go there. And we are going to hit the face, and that is what the highlighter looks like. Wet n Wild highlighters are amazing. I really like this shade. I think it's really, really pretty. I really like it. It's nice. Such a pretty gold tone. These are like my favorite type of highlighters. Anything like gold champagne-y is my jam. So time for lips. And we're gonna finish up this look. So I don't have a lip liner, so I'm just gonna use one that I have, which is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in 951. And I'm just gonna line these lips really quick. I have the NYX Filler Instinct Plumping Lip Polish in the shade Sparkling Please. what they look like. So they do have like a plumping lip balm, and then they have the lip gloss. I have used this before. It definitely does sting, but I'm just gonna swatch it really quick so you can see the color. That's what the color looks like. It's like a pinkish color. And so I'm just gonna pop this over the lip liner. So these definitely sting like a normal lip plumper would. It almost feels like you're eating something hot, like that feeling when you're eating like something really, really spicy. That's the kind of feeling I can get, but it looks really pretty. So I feel like the makeup came out actually really good. I was pretty scared that it was going to be a mess, but the face ended up working out, which is pretty shocking. But that is it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Another full face of new drugstore makeup in the books. Let me know if there's any new drugstore products that you have seen and you want to see me try it out. Leave that down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you guys have a really good week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.